Hi, we're here at Killer Hope, live from Sundance 2011. I'm Ted Hope.
I'm Christine Vachon.
And we're here with Mike Farah of Funny or Die, and Kate Bosworth, also now of Funny or Die. but
we've hired her, yes.
Yeah.
But
she
also
started off as an intern and has done quite well.
I know, it's amazing your growth. But you've got 2 movies here.
Yes.
Little Birds.
Little Birds, yes, directed by Elgin James.
I love it. It's great.
I haven't seen it.
I didn't see the finished one.
Okay, so you've seen more than me, though.
It's good.
So I'm excited to see it. And
He's something.
He's an amazing filmmaker, an amazing person. He's got a really colorful story, Elgin James. And then another film's called Another Happy Day with Sam Levinson directed it, with Ellen Burstyn, Ellen Barkin, Thomas Hayden Church. Really great cast.
Nice group, yeah. That's awesome.
So last year, I was on the shorts jury at Sundance, and we actually gave the top prize to a Funny or Die film.
Yeah, Drunk History.
That's right.
Oh, I love
So
Drunken
great.
History.
Yeah.
And it kind of upset a lot of people, you
Because
know?
we were cheating?
Well, they were a little like, wait a second. You know, that's like...
Not art, it's Funny or Die.
Exactly. But we really...
not
we
Art,
pretentious.
Funny or Die can't be art? Well,
That's exactly,
we should,
clearly,
no.
clearly clearly the jury felt that it was.
Oh, good.
I feel like anything sort of new and controversial, though, gets that kind of reaction. You know what I mean? Like anything that's kind of going to break some barriers. And, you know, I think it's a good thing to get that reaction.
And it's super funny. I mean,
Exactly.
That's, I mean, it's hard to argue with that. I mean, with Will and Don Cheadle, it's just, yeah, we were very fortunate. But yeah, we're back with a few
I'm sure
more.
you really needed that Sundance award to
Yeah,
break
it
through
vindicated
to
us.
validate
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
I loved the Drunken History. It was so good.
We got to get you on one.
I'd love to do it anytime.
Yeah.
I want to be
Kate
the
Bosworth,
drunk.
the next Funny or Die
Can I be
video.
the drunken one, though?
Ooh. If you want to do it, yeah, I don't know how your management would feel about that, but if
We could have a
We've seen
chat.
some of those drunken tapes from before.
Hilarious. Yeah, there's some pretty funny bits in
yeah,
there.
I'll talk to. We'll make it happen. Let's get you a drink right now.
Well,
We can start right here.
Let's do it. Perfect. Sundance to get some
We've
hot
been
mulled
drinking,
wine.
so it's all right.
Perfect.
But that's a pretty bold thing. Established actor, you know, deciding that they're going to do web shorts. Does that?
Well,
you push back on that from the management, or
No, I mean, I think what's so brilliant about Funny or Die is that it's such a great platform for artists to try different things that they're not normally allowed to do, or haven't been seen doing before. And as we all know, it's people are sort of narrow-minded until they see something, on screen or on on television
in our
or whatever.
business,
Yeah. So for me, I was psyched because it was such a kind of great opportunity to do some comedy.
What was the line at the end of your video that we were so thrilled that you said? We're just like, the internet is going to love this. Why don't you say that for us again?
Yeah, I think it's the altitude here. What is it? Maybe you can recall it.
I think it had something
We'll
to do with
find it.
ejaculation.
Something having to do with some sort of genitalia. And
But you went
ejaculation.
for it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
were really committed.
Will you
I was
make
very
sure you say
committed.
genitalia right to the camera, though? So,
Yeah.
We can make funny things for the site, but when Kate Bosworth talks about those things, it kind of helps the process too.
It,
but how did that happen? How did you guys hook up, as it were?
Topher.
it was, yeah. It's all about
Friends with
Topher
Topher, and he was quite passionate about doing this video, and he's just like, "What about Kate?" I was just like, "Well, let's try." And we've been fortunate. We've worked with so many people, and I think we didn't give you much of a choice. We were just like, "You have to come," and you were just like, "I'm available."
You were
Let's
like,
do
can
it."
you decide by the end of the day if you want to do this because we're shooting this on Wednesday?
Yeah.
It was like Monday. It's very.
That's how we cast
very
our
quick.
movies.
Absolutely.
Generally. It's like we're rolling, and we don't have an actor.
Exactly.
Got to do it.
Yeah, each one of these kind of feels like an indie film because you're just kind of doing it for the love. No one's really getting paid. You're just asking for favors. It's like, hey, this is a great project. Can you come down and be a part of it? And most times it works out.
And has the HBO show changed things, or?
Yeah, I mean, a little. We paid people on HBO.
Right.
That's nice. But yeah,
I
it's
like
just
money. That's good.
Oh yeah, we'll start. I feel like once money gets involved with Funny or Die, that's when everything's going to go downhill.
It's going to be die instead of funny.
Yeah, because now we're kind of in this weird zone where people are just doing it for the right reasons. But once everything
No, it's like independent film. That precisely, in the beginning, we were all working, in budgets of under $1 million, or maybe just $1 million.
Yeah.
After Pulp Fiction, you were able to get anyone you wanted in your movies.
Yeah.
Your budget soared, and they reached a level that you couldn't even do the good work that you wanted to do originally. The raw emotional stuff that is Sundance, or the dangerous stuff, or whatever that.
Yeah, I feel like Funny or Die is like circa '95 Sundance. Like, people know about it, but it hasn't gone to the point of like Paris Hilton throwing parties at Harry O's. Yeah.
Right.
We'll get there.
I mean, Fitz, you can really feel, I think you feel it at this Sundance in particularly, like a real change in the filmmaker's DNA, a real change in how people want their work to be discovered, and shows like Funny or Die that already have a huge web audience become such a big part of how something is discovered, or how an actor transforms themselves, don't think of me in this way,
It's great seeing people hungry again. Because I felt like, you would have these specialty labels. I used to work with Craig Brewer, and I remember these specialty labels where, these indie movies would cost $25 million and have all the, and then you'd go to their parties, there'd be 40 publicists working there. Like, when did this happen?
We figured, Terrence was on the show, and he said it's all about the swag anyway, so we figured that's really what it was, about getting the new boots.
I just bought these, but I paid for them.
Yeah.
I paid for them. I came totally ill-prepared, and I went full immersion into a puddle, and then I had to go straight to buy the,
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
Is that video going on?
What's that? It should have. Yes, it was quite the scene. But I paid for these. See, that's how indie I am. I still pay for my boots.
You don't protest too much, I think.
If I was with her, I could have gotten them for free.
I've never been to Sundance, actually. This is my first time.
Oh, yeah?
I was just about to ask you that.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Well, I got in late last night and had a lovely dinner, and now it's crazy. I mean, it's very, very, a lot of people running around, and
So you haven't actually attended a screening of yours yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Right after this.
I think it's really always such a special thing, because the folks in the audience are film lovers. They want to have that special experience, an intimate experience the first time viewing things. There's a deeper ownership between the audience and the work.
Right, the discovery again, yeah.
But I've been coming here 20 years, so.
And for so many filmmakers, this is the ultimate. This is the goal that they've been seeing in their mind through all the work and stress, and to finally be here is extraordinary.
That's right. I mean, because Elgin, who directed Little Birds, he was a squatter, sort of homeless, sort of vagrant, and he met this wonderful woman, and she inspired him to want to be a filmmaker, and they drove cross country, and he went to the Sundance Lab, and Bob Redford sort of picked him out as this kind of very talented filmmaker.
But he's headed to court.
Is he?
Yeah,
no, I didn't hear that.
That they're, from things that happened previously, he still faces jail time.
Does he really?
In between. It's an amazing story. All of that's just like
and
another...
he's so it's just like you never,
And then you add in the fact of his music is pretty extraordinary, too. But
I love that he said he was a vagrant.
Yeah, I mean, he was. I mean, he was just sort of like, just popping around, like just, in these gangs, and he would steal from...
Yeah, that's what this...
It was sort of this very incredible sort of modern day Robin Hood story. He's an interesting dude.
What I'm impressed, though, you continue to take all these bold choices. Like when I think of as a fan, I discovered you. I was like, oh, she's going to become she's going to focus on these big Hollywood movies. But you keep going back with this, you have a taste for daring material. And then, talk to me about that. Is that like strategy, or is that just following your heart?
Honestly, I feel I've felt most fulfilled on the sort of smaller artistic movies. It's kind of as simple as that. So that's sort of where my heart lies.
Do you get involved is something like Funny or Die? Like, how do I make sure that people discover my movies in new ways? Like, are you a Twitter addict?
No, I'm not a Twitter. Do you tweet?
I do tweet judiciously. I'm not one of because I'm friends with so many comedians, and they tweet 27 times a day about, and I love them all, but it's just like, do I really need to know what you're feeling right now about this potential bit?
Yes.
So yeah,
See, I
like
have to
tweet
stop
with
following
meaning.
people, you know,
Oh, yeah,
because
I'm not
they
afraid.
just overtweet.
It's ruined some relationships. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I can't deal with this. It's too much. So I like to tweet when I really mean it.
But like most of the Funny or Die skits.
Yeah, no, serious. I want people to know that I'm tweeting sincerely.
When I see something on Funny or Die, it usually comes from something that somebody has tweeted to me. Or, that's as opposed to me going on the site. It's more a friend telling me, you have to watch this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Imagine
I mean, we wouldn't exist without, because you can make, it's just like movies, you can make all the content in the world, but unless people discover it and enjoy it and want to share it with someone,
Right.
You're nowhere. And that's what social media is so effective with, and it's a big part of our business, because we're at a point now, we're close to 40 million people a month. Yeah, 40 million people a month. Yeah. Maybe we are at the Paris Hilton stage if we're at 40 million streams a month. But yeah, but again, it all goes back to that organic feeling of, that's really funny. I want to see Kate Bosworth, say provocative things, and then the idiots
just
thing.
genitalia.
Do you know how many people? I mean, Idiots was like one of people's favorite videos of last year.
It was thanks to
Wasn't
Funny or
it?
Die.
It all comes back to us.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
And good luck with both of your premieres.
Thanks so much.